It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball?
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The numbers for Sanders last week, 13 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football. Give it to him early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5 all the way down at the 2-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Well, so much for being backed up against the goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther. Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And able to find Allen Lazard. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. defense, I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Prescott to throw it. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Pollard going to try the right side. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They'll try again now on 2nd and goal, this time from a bit closer. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Prescott from the gun. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Miami set to take over. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Sanders. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now Tua. The Sanders has got it complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5 now. Tua. It's complete to Fuller. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Not much there, only a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That's double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fuller. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now a 2nd down and 6. Tua going to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A first down throw for Prescott. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Prescott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They'll roll him out right. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Open man here is Benson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Tua's throw taken in here by Fuller. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. From the gun, it's Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tua now on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game
where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Trying to run forward with Pollard, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll run on first down. Pollard, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 4 yards remain for second down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Dancing to his left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now a throw here to his running back. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and 2. Now a give here to Pollard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Here's Pollard again. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. It's a run with Mostert, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further, as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Prescott now.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
6 yards left on second down. Here's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And out now come the Cowboys. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter. On first down, Pollard, and not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Pollard. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 10. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Going deep here for Parker. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He finds his man complete. It's Richards. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it a 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. He finds his man complete. That's Benson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The give is to Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A give to Jones. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beat. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Cowboys on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. There's a nice move. Shows his strength at the 50. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Tua now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Throwing again on second, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Remember, throughout my career, the defensive coach would always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 113 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Dallas, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.